this story you just told us about, it actually comes from the University of Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you read this or not, but the startling severe earthquakes, we've had maybe 6 severe, and we've seen them. People dead, people in Mexico and all. But they're saying starting next year, 2018, which is a few days away, that we can expect 20 disastrous major earthquakes a year. And it's just an increase. And this is a new number.
And I know a lot of people are really worried about the San Andreas Fault. And even just up north, like in Washington there, you know, these things could just, once one goes, the next one could go, because those are going to be some of the biggest earthquakes that we've ever seen.
It will be a domino effect.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He says there's this Roger from University of Colorado, Willem, he's saying the Earth's core, there's change in the Earth core, and he said that could be part of the change that we're going to have and the cause of earthquakes. So perilous times are coming. And the EMP bomb, we're hearing more and more and more that North Korea is expecting and planning to drop an EMP bomb over America,
That's right.
which would shut down our power. And within a year, probably 95% of America would be dead.
President Donald Trump just placed North Korea back on the terror watch list after many years of them not being on the terror watch list, rightfully so. Hopefully that this, you know, brings some sense into Kim Jong-un to stop the development of these weapons.
Well, what that's going to do is also increase the sanctions going against, making it more difficult for them to bring in money from outside sources. So a lot of banking and business industries, it's going to make it more difficult for them to be able to work with outside countries.
Yes.
So they're back up there with Iran and a few other countries that they've been keeping an eye on. And, you know, one other thing is that everybody's really worried about, they're even talking right now that they could launch an array of ballistic missiles at any moment.
Yes.
So that's something that we're concerned about. And with that taking place, again, comes a concern with an EMP.
These hurricanes we've had the last few months, the most severe storms ever in history. And we're seeing more and more and more things. Puerto Rico, people, aren't you folks from Puerto Rico? It's a disaster. The church that I love so much in Puerto Rico, they're still not back in their church. The roof is leaking. It destroyed almost everything inside. And this pastor, Alberto, is it?
Alberto, yeah.
Is head of the Assembly of God Missions in San Juan, and is doing an amazing job. And we've got food now to ship there that our partners have helped us with. So we're trying to get airplanes full of our food to ship there, and we're trying to help them. This is what's shocking, John. I hope you have that story with you. 2,000 people a day are moving out of Puerto Rico.
That's right.
That's devastating, people. You don't get it.
It's unprecedented. It's the island right now is probably the worst area disaster in American soil that anybody has ever seen.
Ricky, you've been to Puerto Rico.
Yes.
We love Puerto Rico. And that beautiful island is devastated. 84,000 people have left Puerto Rico, moved out in the last 42 days. You can't keep doing that. It's devastation because with the people gone, but the power's not on.
Well, and they're even saying that out of those 84,000 people, the biggest thing is that these are workers. These are people that help the infrastructure of Puerto Rico. They're the ones doing the manufacturing, and manufacturing the pharmaceuticals is one of like the largest businesses going on in Puerto Rico right now. So if the people are leaving, it's affecting a lot more than just the current situation right now and the job market and rebuilding and getting back going again.
Puerto Rico, it's a territory, but it was a nation. Puerto Rico is a sign. What's happening in Puerto Rico is end times.
Absolutely.
Perilous times. is there, and it's all over the world.
We are going to have in just a few days probably one of the leading voices when it comes to EMP and what happens afterwards. And Dr. Vincent Pry is going to be here. And he wrote a blog the other day that Puerto Rico is a snapshot of what could happen in the United States if an EMP would ever hit here in America. You know, the Puerto Rico, we say it in Spanish, is Isla del Encanto, which means it's a charming island. Well, it's not charming anymore. Not when people are wanting to leave.
That's sad.
It used to be the #1 destination to go and visit. And I mean, even the people, the culture, amazing people. Today, you walk around and it's sad to see probably one of the most devastated islands in America today, and to watch the people leave the island knowing that it will never be the same. And probably, perhaps, Puerto Rico is going to take a long time. Some people call it a decade before it gets back to, you know, which once was the island of charm, the charming island. And to see people, the churches, the stores, people lining up to get water, people lining up to get food, people wondering where the medicines are going to come from. And you know what? I don't know. But when people start leaving the island, that's when no more hope is left in that kind of, you know, disaster zone. If that ever happened here in America, in New York City, if that ever happened in Los Angeles, Atlanta, can you imagine Atlanta not having people?
Well, according to the scriptures, it's going to happen. That's the things people aren't preparing. And that's why only a fool, the Bible says, sees trouble coming and doesn't do something about it. And that's why people need to get ready.